Hey guys, in this video, I want to break down exactly how you can make $500 a month with the most simplistic auto detailing business structure. And by the way, this is not $500 and no more. This is for the beginners or for the guys who are just starting, who are trying to figure out how to add regular income to your monthly income. Here's how you do it. Now guys, make sure you go below and grab that free guide in the YouTube description box to starting your detailing business for under $500 that I've put together there. It's going to lay out every single tool and product that you need in my top 10 list that if you go without these products and tools, you're probably not going to make it in the detailing world. So why not just have somebody shorten your learning curve and give you the answers? Don't go try to figure it out through trial and error, making mistakes and wasting money on stuff that doesn't work. Just go below, grab the free guide, and make your life way easier. Now, I want to break down with some numbers what I'm talking about here. When I switched my auto detailing business structure from the way that most people tell me to do it, the way that most people form their detailing businesses, and the maintenance client structure that I started years ago, there was something really significant that happened with my numbers. I realized that I could accomplish things and create massive amounts of income with very, very few customers. Let me break that down for you just a second. I want to give you guys a few numbers to think about here, and these are all very, very conservative numbers, so just understand that I'm actually lowballing this. I'm not even hitting the middle ground or highballing it, right? This is like being extremely, extremely conservative. Let's say that I have 3 maintenance clients, and each of them have 2 cars. Let's say it's a husband and a wife, or maybe a mom and the kid, and whoever it is, there's 2 cars per each of these maintenance clients. So at 3 maintenance clients, that's 6 cars total. And let's say that for my maintenance detail on each of these 6 cars, I make $80 per car. I'm sorry, $85 per car. Once again, extremely conservative. That's actually lowballing it, but let's just say that's once a month, $85 per car. That is actually $510 in monthly income from 3 maintenance clients alone. Once again, I'm lowballing you with this. My experience and the guys that I've trained, they have done far, far more than this, but my point is I'm trying to boil down in very simple numbers a good way to think about this and a very strategic thing that you can start implementing in your business. And this is what the maintenance client business structure allows you to do. It actually allows you to work with numbers in a very, very mathematical, systematic way, very pragmatic way. It's not over-exaggerating or under-exaggerating. It's just a realistic way to look at things. Let's say that each vehicle takes me on average an hour and a half to finish, as a maintenance customer would. An hour and a half at 3 clients, each with 2 cars, that's 6 cars. So an hour and a half with 6 cars is a total of 9 hours a month. And when you work that out as an hourly rate, $510 divided by 9 hours, you're looking at over $56 per hour. So you can see how not only my income skyrockets, but my hourly rate skyrockets for both obvious reasons in this scenario. My point in bringing this up is to explain to you guys and show you guys a great way to think about your business structure when you get into the maintenance client world, and truly how simple it is. A lot of guys tend to get overwhelmed when they think about doing something like this, but you realize very quickly this is just sheer mathematics. It's not gimmicky, it's not tricky, it's not slimy. I'm just breaking these numbers down in a really simple way. Average maintenance client for myself actually has 2 cars. There are entire maintenance clients that I had where I averaged 4 cars, 3 cars. So I averaged about 2 cars per maintenance clients. That is not an over-exaggeration in any way whatsoever. So you guys see how these numbers begin to compound over time. Now, I want to explain a couple things and strategies that you can implement today in order to increase your maintenance client list or begin your maintenance client list if you haven't even started that yet. The first thing that you have to implement starting today if you want to build a healthy maintenance client list and ultimately build a healthy auto detailing business that makes the income every month that you want to make, produces revenue, and gives you the life that you want to live at the end of the day, is you have to implement something I like to call the rule of reciprocity. And that's not just what I call it, that's what any book will call it, it's what any Psychology 101 textbook will call it. Basically, you have to give to the customer something that was not necessarily expected to be included in the detail, so that when they receive it and when they see that you've given it to them, they go, oh my gosh, this is over and above my expectation. He didn't have to do this, but he decided to do this. That's so kind. Let me explain in a little bit more detail here. One of the things that I implemented as soon as I started building my maintenance client list was this simple. I would literally order on Amazon a pack of 50 to 100 really cheap, really simple, really small microfiber towels that were just like almost you could treat them as sort of disposable. Very simple. You could use them as like a dusting towel. I would roll them up in a very specific way, fold them in a very specific way. I would put 2 mints inside of the little pocket that I created based on the way I folded it, and I would leave my business card in there as well. I would leave that microfiber towel rolled up with the mints and the business card on the console, so that as soon as the person got into the newly detailed clean car, they locked eyes onto that as a little gift from me saying, hey, here's a little towel, here's a couple of mints, thank you so much for letting me detail your car. What this does is a couple things. Number one, you have something called association bias. It means you basically are having the customer associate your name, your logo, your business card. Now, this is getting kind of deep, but why did I put my business card in there? The point is they already had my number, they already had my email, they already had my name. They didn't need my business card. My business card, however, had my logo printed across the entire thing, so you couldn't look at my business card without seeing my logo. Well, as soon as they step into their newly detailed car, what are they thinking? They've got a smile on their face. They're glad that it's clean. It feels fresh, it feels clean, it feels sanitary. It's a good feeling to the customer, and then they lock eyes onto my logo, they lock eyes onto my business card. They're associating me with this feeling that they have. At the same time, it's got a mint and a microfiber towel left for them as a gift, something over and above, something going beyond what I needed to do, and they instantly associate that in their mind once again with, oh my gosh, he didn't have to do this, but he did it anyways. How kind. I wasn't expecting this, exceeding my expectations. All of these good, happy feelings, butterflies, are associated now with my name, Wilson Auto Detailing, as well as something that I call reciprocity, or something that anybody calls reciprocity. What it means is I'm giving you this gift here, and you weren't asking for it. It wasn't something that you even wanted necessarily, but I'm leaving it for you anyways, showing you that I care about you. What ends up happening in people's minds is they feel in some sense that they owe you something, right? This is really interesting. They've run a ton of studies on this. In fact, they found that whether the favor was actually asked for or not asked for, meaning whether the gift or the favor was solicited or unsolicited, the people who were on the receiving end of the favor acted the same way when it comes to the law of reciprocity. When it came time to pay that person back, they ended up paying that person back. Once again, even if they received something from that person that wasn't even asked for or necessarily wanted. Now, once again, I'm not saying to be manipulative. I'm not saying to do anything like that. I'm saying be aware of some of these things, of just the way the mind works, so that you can use them to your advantage because you're delivering a really good product to the customer. Well, the point here is, the second major thing that you have to have if you want a healthy list of maintenance clients is a follow-up strategy. And in the follow-up strategy, if you have the law of reciprocity working for you, you will dramatically increase the odds of the people converting from a one-off customer into a maintenance client. So it's something to really think about. It's something to deeply consider what we're talking about here, because as you implement your follow-up strategy, whatever that may be, and in the online course that we're going to be releasing here very soon in the coming weeks. Actually, I believe we're going to be talking about it the first week of December, so prepare for that. In that follow-up strategy, which you need a very specific one, you need a very good one. But in that follow-up strategy, when you have already left a gift for your customer, you've already left something for them that they did or did not ask for, but you exceeded their expectations, it makes the potency of your follow-up strategy even that much more effective. This sounds really elementary, but it is worth saying. One of the main ways that you lose clients is in the silence after the detail. What I mean is, even when you have a really good follow-up strategy, many times people will not return your email, return your text, or take your call. You lose the customer post-detail because they're not prioritizing detailing. They're not prioritizing this particular part of their life. They don't really want to be sold on whatever it is you're doing. There's 1,000 different reasons why this might happen, but the point is, when you can make the law of reciprocity work for you and you increase the amount of people who fundamentally just take your calls, you will dramatically increase the amount of people who you can actually convert and put onto a maintenance client list. Now, guys, I want to remind you before the video ends, go below, grab that free guide in the YouTube description box to start your detailing business for under $500. If you like valuable content like this, don't waste time. Go grab that guide and join the Wilson Auto Detailing email list. It's totally free to you, and it's going to really, really help you. Also, of course, if you guys want to see the extractors used in this video, as well as every single other tool used in this video, that will be hooked up in the YouTube description box below as well. And I'm going to lay out some less expensive options for those of you on a shoestring budget. So just make sure to go check out all of that info below, because it'll be deeply helpful. If you haven't yet subscribed, smash the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you get notified when I publish future videos. Thank you guys for watching, and from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I will see you guys in the next video.